The Last of Us Part 1. I think The Last of Us is a movie I don't want to watch again. Yes, it has a great story. It does. But I don't want to watch it again. And I know what you're thinking. What? What do you mean movie? Yes, it's a movie. It's not a video game. It's literally a movie. The Last of Us is a movie. If you don't agree with that, you might just be blind, because have you not played the game? It is a movie. It's an interactive movie. Now, if the story wasn't good, the game would have been a terrible game. Because I never heard nobody say, The Last of Us had the best gameplay. No. I don't think I've ever heard anybody in life ever said that. The shooting was insanely janky, bruh. A lot of recoil. I mean, yeah, I know that you can upgrade things, but to me, the shooting was off a little bit, and the gameplay wasn't nothing to write home about. You know, it wasn't anything that good. Like I said, if the story wasn't good, who would remember The Last of Us anyway? And that's another thing. Because the story is so memorable, I don't want to go back and play it again, especially for the third time. Well, console-wise, especially for the third time. This is the third release of The Last of Us, yo. Third release. And it's now on a PS5, where games cost $70. And guess what? They sold it for $70 without the multiplayer. Can you believe that? People are buying this game for $70. You basically throwing $70 away for just graphical upgrade. And guess what? The game haven't even been out for that long for it to need a graphical upgrade. You remember Resident Evil 2? You remember Resident Evil 1? Remember Ratchet and Clank? Those games are very old. Of course they can get a remaster because graphics came a long way. PS5 graphics did not come that far for us to need another remaster of this game. And to be frank, The Last of Us didn't need the second remaster in the first place. The second remaster barely was that big a deal. The PS3 was already good enough. The graphics were good enough for the time. You didn't need to remaster it on PS4. That was also a cash grab. PS5 one is extremely a cash grab. Duh. If you can't tell that that's a cash grab, I don't know what to tell you. Because I've actually seen someone defend this, telling you that you should buy The Last of Us Remake. Because why? Graphical upgrade, maybe a little bit of, fixes on the AI. What? The HUD? UI, a little UI, is changed. They left out multiplayer. You been telling me I paid more than the one that released for less content. And think about it this way, which I haven't seen nobody talk about. This is The Last of Us 2's engine type graphic. They just put it on The Last of Us 1. So basically, they didn't do no work. They just ported the IP from The Last of Us 1 to this one, to the engine of The Last of Us 2. It's nothing different. I haven't seen nobody mention that, but they didn't do anything. They just went lazy mode for $70, yo, just to work on facial expressions. You guys paid $70 for a facial expression. Who out there can actually defend this? Cash grab. If you played The Last of Us 1, there's no point of buying this game. And I know you're thinking, why are you not playing The Last of Us 1 in the background? I don't have to, because I already played The Last of Us Part 1. It's literally on the PS3 and the PS4. Who is defending this? Now, let's get into this. Okay, all right, $70. I guess we can bypass the graphics and the multiplayer being missing. Did they change anything in the story? No, they did not. That didn't change either. Nothing in the story changed. I'm telling you, you played the game already. I would think at least they would explain a little something. Maybe give like Ellie on teenage years or something like that, or getting older. Add a little something so we can at least get something new. No, they didn't add nothing. I thought they were at least gonna add that one scene. Remember in the trailer when they had Joe talking to Ellie, and we thought, oh, maybe Joe didn't die. Show that cutscene, eh? Do anybody remember that when the leaks came out? Joe died in The Last of Us Part 2, and they released a trailer with Joe still in there, and we thinking, oh, okay, Joe's not dead. But no, they released some type of cutscene. Where is that cutscene? Or they changed some type of cutscene. Maybe I'm getting this too wrong. Somebody can explain in the comments. But I remember them changing something. They added some cutscene from like an older, like it's supposed to be like The Last of Us Part 1, something we didn't see. Right? Why not add that in this game? Why not change a little something? Give us something, some new story. That I cannot bypass. $70. This game should have been at least $30. What about Crash? Remember Crash when they released the remaster, a game that came out years and years ago? That deserved the remaster, right? They released that for cheaper for more games. And The Last of Us is just one movie. You paying for $7 for one movie that you already saw 3 times or 2 times. Okay, let's move on to the characters, right? The characters. The thing about the characters. Tess is still, Tess. Actually, Tess is not Tess. Tess looks like she's like 65 now because they added a little bit of wrinkle because the facial expression is annoying. That's why. Think about this. When the PS3 first came, when The Last of Us first came out on the PS3, it had its own art. It kind of reminded me like, yes, it was a little real, but it also had its own design with like the anime look. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like Ellie's face looked, that design was good enough. You didn't have to make Ellie look realistic in this one. Like for me, it looks weird. I'm not even gonna tell. Let's finish. Tess. Tess looks old. Tess looks bad. Tess looks even uglier than normal Tess. Joe's the only one that looked normal. Everybody else looks bad. Now let's go to Ellie. Ellie's face looks terrible. Ellie looks like a little alien. Am I tripping? Ellie looks bad. Ellie looks terrible. Look at the side by side. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Ellie looks terrible. She looks like a Japanese, I don't know, doll. Look at the eyes. The eyes are so big. It looks soulless. It doesn't even look right. I know what you're thinking. No, that looks real. No, it does not. Look at the old one versus the new one. I think The Last of Us had its own art with the facial expression. Yeah, it looked pretty real for the time, but it didn't look weirdly real. Like it didn't look weird like this. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'll put the picture, but it didn't look this weird. And then again, it had its own art. Everybody, it was a PS3. They knew they couldn't make it too crazy, trying to make it too realistic. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that makes sense. Again, fellas, there's nothing to talk about here. The Last of Us should, and I've seen this guy talk about how you should buy the game. Dude, people are sold out. Every one of these YouTubers are sold out. They sold out. Goodness gracious, you mean tell me you're going to tell your fans to buy this for $70, knowing for a fact it is nothing different. It is a slight graphical upgrade. The PS5 doesn't have that good of a graphic. And frankly, graphics don't matter. Graphics don't matter. Like I said, if the story sucked in this game would not matter. Nobody would have cared. And like I said in my old video, this is the type of games that started this Sony movie. All these games are being movies now. That's because of these type of games. And again, I know the story was so memorable. I know, when we found out Tess was bitten, it sparked a little emotion. I know it did. I can't lie. That was memorable. But good God, I don't want to watch that movie again. I don't want to watch it again. 3 times in a row. It's becoming GTA 5 all of a sudden. Why is it that? Make a The Last of Us 3. Make something else. Yes, we're gonna make fun of The Last of Us 3, but at least it's worth, it's something new. I guess you get to pay for something new. This is nothing new. This is especially a cash grab. And as soon as that lady that used to make the Last of Us game left Naughty Dog, Neil Druckmann killed this thing. He messed it up, bro. Look at The Last of Us 2. What a mess. What a mess that game was. And I don't care what you say. Oh, Gibby, you a bigot. No, I ain't. That game was a mess. That game sucked. Nobody liked Ellie. We liked Ellie when she was, the younger Ellie, the rebel. The kid had talked too much, but yes, she was funny sometimes. And Ellie now just sucks. The older Ellie, terrible decisions. Just they ruined the character. Storyline, ruined the character. Jeez, I don't even want to keep going with this. This is not The Last of Us Part 2 rant. You guys let me know what y'all think. Jeez, already 10 minutes? You guys let me know what y'all think. Another mess. Another gaming disappointment. Not disappointment. Another gaming greed. Cash grab. Gosh, man. You guys let me know what y'all think. Let me know what you think. If you dislike the video, let me know what in the world you can possibly say about this that can defend it. And if you like the video, let me know something I missed. That's all I got for you.